What is up, you fucking nerds? Back for another pickups video, because that's what we do on YouTube. We make pickup videos for like the 5 small channels still making videos. Got a bunch of junk, typical. I'll start off with a garage sale. I went to a garage sale in November, actually in a garage. It was kind of cool. Didn't really see any video games, so I asked them if they had anything. Any old video games for sale. They said they did, and they would bring it out. Now, when they said it, I was a little scared, thinking it was going to be a Wii, something along those lines. It was actually an Xbox 360. Told them thanks, but no thanks, and then I asked if they had any games, and they said they did, so they brought out a couple dozen games, picked out 4 of them, asked how much they wanted for the 4. They said $20. Kind of more than I wanted to spend, but a couple of the games I was pretty happy to find, so I figured I'd just say fuck it and go for it. First we got Elder Scrolls Oblivion Game of the Year Edition. Nothing too exciting there. As well as MotoGP 08 by Capcom. Looks like they paid $5 for that game, so again, probably not the best deal, but whatever. And the 2 I was more excited to find were The Incredible Hulk. I have this game on the PS3. I absolutely love this game. It's definitely a lot of fun, so I was happy to pick it up on the 360 as well. Why not? And probably the coolest thing that I found was Rumble Roses XX. Grabbed this because I've never actually seen this game before. I can't recall ever seeing this in a store or anything. I know my brother has a Rumble Roses game for the PS2, and I've played it with him before, and I thought it was good times, so I figured this would be cool as well. So, picked that up, a little Konami game. Yeah, I just figured since I don't see it, it was worth to pick up. These 2 games alone, I probably would have been happy to spend $20 on, but, it's kind of weird sometimes when you go to garage sales, you expect to get everything for like a nickel, but it's just not how it is anymore. Let's see. Target had a buy 2, get 1 free. So, I was checking it out, and I was trying to just pick out games in the $30 range, and I found 3 pretty interesting titles, in my opinion. All these were $30 each, so that comes out to $20 a piece, which is a pretty decent deal in my opinion. First, Runbow Deluxe Edition on the Wii U. This is an indie game that features characters from Shovel Knight and Azure Striker, as well as the original characters from the game, side-scrolling runner/platformer that has a really interesting color mechanic, and been, interested in this since I heard about it, and yeah, figured for $20 that was worth picking up. Haven't played it yet. Also grabbed a copy of SteamWorld Collection. Now initially I wanted this on the Wii U as well, but I don't think that one's out yet. This was published by Rising Star Games. I don't know, for whatever reason the PS4 one I think came out before the Wii U one, or for whatever reason it just said unavailable for the Wii U. So yeah, despite wanting it on the Wii U, I decided to just settle for the PS4. Nick T. Wolf, I remember talking about this game on the 3DS, and he really enjoyed it, so it's been on my radar ever since I heard him speak so highly of it. So cool that we got this little physical collection. And lastly, the one I was the most excited about, this they had on sale, so they knocked, I believe, $10 off, so this was $30 as well. So again, buy 2 get 1 free at $30. These all came out to $20, free shipping. Pretty decent deal in my opinion. Hyperdimension Neptunia Rebirth 2. This was the only Neptunia game that I was lacking for the Vita. I've just been putting it off, picking it up. So thought that was a pretty decent way to go ahead and just get that out of the way. So happy to have that. Let's see, what else do we got? Got a PS3 game. This is a game I've had, gave it away to a friend, rebought it later. That copy was pretty banged up, so I ended up selling that, getting another copy. That copy was in poor shape, so I wanted to replace that one. So this is like the 5th time I bought this game, so just going to just going to keep this copy. It's in really good shape, so it'll do. It is Fairy Tale Fights. Not a good game, but for some reason a game that keeps leaving my collection, and I keep feeling the need to get back into my collection. Really bizarre side-scrolling, kind of beat 'em up with weapons. And as you can see, bloody, crazy, salami violence. I think that's the main reason I want this game in my collection, just for that fucking tagline. How weird is that? But like I said, not a very fun game. It feels kind of stiff. Doesn't play very well. But it certainly is bizarre. And it's really cheap as well, which I think is worth noting. Let's see. We've got a couple limited appeal games here. The latest releases that they've shipped being the Shantae games. We have Risky's Revenge and Pirate's Curse, of course. This just came out on the 3DS as well. I've been playing it on the 3DS. And kind of weird that the two different versions exist. But great to have it on the PS4. It's an awesome game. It'll be fun to replay it and get some trophies. And Risky's Revenge I've never played, so this should be fun as well. Both these have reversible cover art. I'm just going to leave them the way they were shipped. I have like a phobia of like bending these flimsy little pieces of paper and I think they're going to rip or something. But they're both open. They'll both get played. Pirate's Curse did come a little bit damaged, which sucks, but what are you going to do? These sold out pretty fast, and these had pretty high print runs for them. I think they were some of the highest print runs they've done. But given, I think, kind of the cult status of these games, they sold out really quick, and they're already demanding ridiculous prices on eBay. So, if you didn't get them, I would say get this one on the 3DS, because it plays great on the 3DS. In fact, I probably would prefer to play this on the 3DS. If it came out on the Vita, too, then, of course, I would say it's probably get it on the Vita, but if you missed this, just go out and grab the 3DS version that Rising Star published. Speaking of games that came out on every fucking system, I went ahead and picked up Shovel Knight on the Vita. Fangamer released this physically on Vita. Finally, it's come out on the Wii U, the PS4, the 3DS, all physically. I have all of those, of course, because I fucking adore this game. So as soon as I heard it was getting a Vita release, I said, gotta have it. It was cheap. I think this was limited to something like, I don't know, maybe 8,000 copies, something in that neighborhood. I can't really remember. Maybe it was 5,000, I'm not sure. But it wasn't a ton, but I don't believe it's sold out. I think initially they had it up for pre-order. They got a bunch of pre-orders, and then they made a bunch of extras. So if you haven't gotten this, I think that you still can if you're interested. Comes with a nice manual. Plus, playing this game on the Vita is just seems like the way to go, in my opinion. So really happy to have this. Excellent fucking game. I think everybody's played this game and knows how great it is by now, but if you haven't, you should play it. The game that I'm currently playing now and really, really enjoying, Stranger of Sword City. I kind of got burnt out on first-person dungeon crawlers, and when this got announced, I knew I wanted to play it because I am interested in the experience games, especially the first-person dungeon crawlers, but I just wasn't crazy about the last one that I played. What the hell is it called? Everybody seems to like it, but I wasn't really into it. Demon Gaze. I really was not crazy about that game, although a lot of people loved it. But this game, on the other hand, I think is fantastic. I love the aesthetic. It's a ton of fun. The story's really weird. The characters are great. The character designs are awesome. I am currently in love with this game. Really, really happy I got this. Initially, it was one of those things where I was like, I might not even pick it up. I'm just going to wait until I find a really cheap copy. If I had pulled the trigger at full retail, I wouldn't even have felt bad about it. I kind of wish I had picked this game up sooner because it is that good, in my opinion. One of the best games I've played this year. I haven't finished it yet, but I can say that with somewhat certainty that this will definitely be one of my top games of the year. Let's see, next is a game I got from a buddy of TG Apuleius. TG was the plug on this for sure, so thanks for the assist. Michigan Hell Report. He had a buddy that was selling this. He made a deal with somebody to sell it like a year and a half or so ago. I guess that deal fell through. Asked me if I was still interested. I said, of course. Got a pretty decent deal on this. Really happy to have this. It's a grasshopper game. A lot of people say it is a Suda 51 game, but I think he only really planned it. I don't think he had too much to do with it beyond that, but still, really cool to have it. It's a fun game. I have the Japanese copy already. I would definitely recommend it. It is just quirky, over the top, bizarre. Voice acting is awful, but the dialogue is just so funny. Paired with the voice acting, it's kind of great. It's one of those things that's so bad it's good. But that said, the gameplay's fun, the story's cool. It's a unique concept. Recommended game for sure. Didn't get a North American release, despite being based in a North American city. So that makes a lot of sense. Next, I got some kind of retro stuff. Well, this isn't really retro. It's for a retro system, but it's a new release. It is Zia, the Goddess of Magic, a game that Orion published for the Dreamcast here. Kind of an old school style RPG here. I really haven't heard much about this game. Don't really have too high expectations. It was really cheap, but I just wanted to kind of see what it was all about, as I am a fan of the Dreamcast, and it seems like all the official Dreamcast games that I want to play are getting ungodly expensive, so I figured I'd pick up something cheap and new, since you don't gotta fucking sell an organ to get it. Like, I've given up on getting like Mars Matrix and like the shooters and stuff for that system. It's fucking crazy. And the Saturn, don't get me started. But anyway, I digress. Moving on. A couple Genesis games I picked up here. I got a great deal on both of these. First is Red Zone, really bizarre game by the creators of Subterranea. This is a game that really pushed the console to its limits. I think that kind of gives it more notoriety than the actual gameplay, but still kind of a unique game that I definitely wanted to add to the library, so happy to get that. That dude is looking intense. Like, I am not fucking with that guy. And lastly, a super clean copy of Rocket Knight Adventures. So really happy to get this. This copy is pristine, complete. So I have just a boxed copy with a cart that's not in the best of condition, but it plays fine, and the actual box is in great shape. No manual, though, that I will be selling for what I bought it for. So if anybody's interested in getting a copy of Rocket Knight Adventures, cart and box only, by all means, hit me up, because I certainly don't need both. But yeah, the OCD in me really forced me to want to upgrade. So that is most of my pickups, excluding probably some Wii and 3DS and DS stuff that I'll probably do in a separate video. But yeah, that's about it. I'm going to get back to playing some Demon Gaze. And I'm trying to think if there's anything else I want to talk about. I've really just been playing Demon Gaze and some PS4 stuff. Still kind of working on decks. I've also been playing a little bit of, I got some PS4 stuff here. I don't know if I've shown any of this. I got the Duke Nukem remake. It's $20 at GameStop. Couldn't say no to that. Haven't played that yet. Also picked up this Anima Gate of Memories game. It was by the same publisher that did decks. So, full manual, CD soundtrack, this and that. Kind of a Devil May Cry / RPG type game. Haven't gotten into this at all yet, but that's another like $20 PAL release. But a game I have been playing on the PS4 is Earth's Dawn, and it's pretty good. It's a little chaotic at times. Definitely has a bit of a difficulty spike, but the upgrade system's really cool. The graphics are gorgeous. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's as awesome as I was hoping it was going to be. I was kind of hoping for like another like Dragon's Crown or like Muramasa, but I think they really wanted it to look like a Vanillaware game, but it doesn't quite play like a Vanillaware game or have the variation in levels and stuff that a vanillaware game has, but it definitely has kind of that feel, that look to it, but maybe a little more chaotic in the gameplay department. Still very, very cool, great cutscenes. I mean, it's a cool game, but not sure it lives up to maybe kind of my lofty and unrealistic expectations for it. So yeah, I think that about covers it. God bless. I love you, and you have a fucking wonderful day.